What's up guys, Joey here for YugaTech, and I'm pretty sure all of you know or have an idea by now what's been going on with Huawei in the recent weeks. We're not really gonna get in depth in it in this video, but if you wanna know more, check out the video we made right here. But despite these recent events, I wanna talk to you guys a little bit about the Huawei P30, specifically the P30 Pro. And yes, you read that title right. If you currently own a Huawei P30 Pro, it might be a good idea to stick with it. Now, despite Huawei's current situation, this doesn't mean that owning a Huawei phone is necessarily a bad idea, especially if it's one of their top-tier flagships. Huawei, as one of the international smartphone leaders, has spent the last few years challenging other industry giants like Apple and Samsung, which has sparked a lot of competition. Competition bears the fruit of innovation, and at the end of the day, us consumers benefit from this. They've spent a lot of resources in research and development, and in the tech space, Huawei is really serious about spearheading the discussion about 5G, while at the same time offering groundbreaking products that empowers users around the world. So clearly, the technology in their top-tier smartphones is no laughing matter. Now, a refresher. 2016 was the year Huawei released the P9, their first smartphone to be manufactured with Leica optics. It was a dual rear camera setup that included a monochrome camera. What would happen is that it would take a photo with both cameras, then stitch them together, creating a high-quality image with great dynamic range. Fast forward to April 2019, and with the release of their latest flagship, the P30 series, Huawei's been changing the camera game once again and elevating standards, with the first hybrid 50x zoom being able to capture subjects at great distances, and their industry-leading night mode that can virtually see in the dark. The P30 Pro is the show stealer of this flagship lineup, and if you haven't heard of its monstrous beast of a camera, here's another refresher. You get a 40-megapixel wide, an 8-megapixel telephoto periscope, a 20-megapixel ultra-wide, and a time-of-flight 3D camera. So clearly, the P30 Pro is packing, and it delivers. With amazing versatility throughout various scenarios, having this smartphone camera in your pocket is surely a great option to have. The periscope optical zoom uses an array of lenses that runs parallel to the phone's backplane. A prism on the phone's back redirects the light to this array, which zooms the image that finally gets to the sensor. The array has an optical mechanical stabilization, which is an absolute must for these types of zooms. But hardware is only half of the story. Huawei's AI camera software is able to identify what you're trying to shoot, and it will enhance and sharpen your image accordingly, which is why the 50x zoom doesn't just look like a complete dud. Now, lastly, if you're still not convinced of how amazing this camera system is, just check out these sample photos. You get amazing color, detail, and dynamic range. The different lenses allow you to be super versatile in shooting, and just look at the 50x zoom. You can capture things that are literally kilometers away. So yeah, despite everything that's been going on, there is still a lot of value in owning a P30 Pro, primarily for its camera system. If you already own a P30 Pro, it's not a bad idea to just ride out the storm and keep your phone. And I mean, if you were planning to buy one, why not? Go ahead and visit a Huawei concept store to see for yourself. For us, the P30 Pro's capabilities still supersede everything that's happened recently. Buying one right now might not be the most terrible idea. At least consider it. So, are you guys still interested in buying a P30 Pro? Let us know in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed this video, please do drop a like, subscribe to our channel for more content, hit that bell icon so you don't miss any future uploads, and be sure to visit YugaTech.com for the latest tech news and reviews. This has been Joey, and I'll see you in the next one.